What's up, guys? Welcome back. I recently took a poll here on my YouTube channel and found that we're actually missing some Pioneer content. So I want to start creating videos for people who enjoy that format as well. I think if the leagues go well and we're all having fun, we can play more Pioneer alongside Modern. As always, let me know what you guys think and we can go from there. So today we're starting off our Pioneer endeavor with some Abzan Greasefang. This deck looks to put Greasefang into play, and then with its triggered ability, we can cheat some large artifact vehicles into play from the graveyard. So let's first look at our mana base. This is Abzan, so we're playing our Abzan fast lands with Blooming Marsh and Concealed Courtyard. We have our black-green pathways, our shock lands, our one swap for a basic, just in case we get Field of Ruined or Besiegeed. We have one Takenuma, just because it's free, we're playing black, and it works really well with our deck since it mills cards into our graveyard. And then we have our Temple Garden shock lands. Like every black deck, we're running a set of Thoughtseize. Our enablers for the deck are Stitcher Supplier and Satyr Wayfinder. So we're just pretty much trying to put a lot of cards into our graveyard, trying to mill them. So when Supplier comes in, it mills 3. Satyr Wayfinder mills at least 3, sometimes 4. Fiend's Informant's a good addition to the deck because when it comes in, it connives, so we can discard a Parhelion or a Chariot, and that way we can reanimate it with Greasefang. We talked about Satyr Wayfinder. It gets us a land, it puts cards into our graveyard. We have Can't Stay Away, which is an awesome reanimation card. For only 2 mana, we can get back Greasefang, and then if we mill it over, we can cast it for its flashback cost. This card's also good because if it gets countered, we can kind of deplete our opponent's resources with counter spells, so we can flash it back. We have Grisly Salvage, which is just kind of like another Satyr Wayfinder, but it mills 5 cards, and then we can get something back, like a creature or land. Where the Bloom Command has been a really flexible addition to this deck. It mills, it destroys things like Weathered Runestone or Rest in Peace. Sometimes you'll need that drain, sometimes it can -1 a small creature and just kind of get that out of the way. And we have our set of Greasefangs, which at the beginning of combat on your turn, we can return a target vehicle from our graveyard, it gains haste, and then it comes back to our hand at the end step. So this is pretty much our main card in the deck. Obviously, that's what it's named after. So we're trying to reanimate Chariot and Parhelion. Chariot's been awesome. It's a good addition to this deck also because if for some reason you can't reanimate your spells, 4 mana for this card is just insane. So you'll see us hard casting this a lot for 4 mana, and it's still pretty good. And lastly, we have the biggest payoff, which is Parhelion 2. So if we can cheat this into play and attack with it, we can attack for 5 plus 2 4/4 angels. So that's pretty insane. Most people concede even before we get to attack with this. If you can get an attack off, it leaves behind the 4/4 angels, and it's really hard for them to win after that. So the kind of nuts draw we're looking for is turn 1 Stitcher Supplier, which mills over a Greasefang and a Parhelion. And then on turn 2, we can Can't Stay Away the Greasefang, which puts that into play, triggering Parhelion, and then we can attack for 13 with Parhelion on turn 2. Again, usually that just gets the concession immediately. For the sideboard, we have 3 Duress. These come in if we're against control or a combo deck. We have 4 Fatal Push. These will come in for creature decks, 2 Graveyard Trespassers for graveyard decks. Same with Unlicensed Hearse. We have Abrupt Decay. This is just like a catch-all answer for any graveyard hate or creature decks. And then we have Sky Sovereign, which comes in for creature decks or to hit planeswalkers like Karn. So that's Abzan Greasefang. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and let's get into the gameplay. All right, welcome to match 1. We're on the play here. This is a 1-lander, and we don't even have black for Stitcher Supplier, so we're gonna have to mull this. This hand's a lot better. We have all the colors of mana here, and we have some enablers, so we're gonna keep. We'll put back a Supplier, I think, because it doesn't work well with our curve. We're gonna go turn 1 Supplier and turn 2 Salvage. Hope to get a land for Okiba and mill over some good stuff. We got a Parhelion. So this is gonna be a turn 3 combo kill if through no disruption. Shattered Sanctum tapped. Hopefully we're not getting... Hopefully there's no Thoughtseizes here. Turn 1, we'll attack for 1 here and pass. End of turn, we'll Grisly Savage and then Greasefang for the win. As long as they don't Thoughtseize, damn. Alright, so hopefully we can get a Greasefang from Grisly Savage. That's fine. Salvage in response. Looking for Greasefang or Can't Stay Away. There's a Can't Stay Away in the graveyard, not what we want. So that would have been a turn 3 kill. Seeker's Chariot, not really what we want. Play that land on pass. If we can get up to 5 mana, we can Can't Stay Away, or 4 mana. If we get a mana next turn, we can Chariot, and then Can't Stay Away on turn 5. Charming Prince, probably Scry, yeah. They might be looking for a land. Definitely need some action here, though. A land lets us play Chariot and anything else. They put 2 cards on top. That's kind of scary. So that could be lands. Satyr Wayfinder gets us a land. Doesn't really matter what we get here. We have all our colors. We could go to the shrine here. Play this tapped and pass. So next turn we can chariot. Or if we want to draw land and then we can't stay away. So we really want to draw land here, to be honest. That would be ideal. We have two lands in the graveyard. So this was one card they kept on top. Trespasser to eat our one Parhelion. So main deck Trespasser is kind of brutal for us. Oh, they took our... Yeah, I guess that's a smarter play. They took our rat. Okay. We'll play Chariot here. It's not the most ideal, but... And then we'll pass. We don't want this to flip. So when it attacks, it's going to eat a Parhelion. So we can activate Chariot here, but I don't want it to die, so we're going to block like this, just in case they have removal. They most likely have like a Fatal Push or something like that, so they have to kill two things. And that's fine, if we get that off the battlefield. They might even have another... Oh, no, okay. So we can Satyr Wayfinder, play a land. We have a Can't Stay Away. That doesn't get us anything. We can Satyr Wayfinder. So we can Chariot, make two cats, and then pass. I'm trying to think if we want to just use our mana and play Chariot here for two more cats. I think we want to do that. That puts that in the graveyard in case we want to reanimate it. If we don't have a Parhelion, we can play that land. And then we can attack for two. I'm stupid. We should have attacked with Chariot. That's my fault. Let's just say we're playing around... Yeah, there we go. We're playing around removal, but we would have tapped this anyway. Now we have some blockers. We could have assumed that they had removal. They're setting on removal and stuff like that. Another Trespasser. Oof. So that will eat our other Parhelion. The main deck graveyard hate is just insane. And then it transforms, so it gets both of ours. We're gonna have to win the fairway here. Opponent's getting lucky and getting all their stuff here. We'll take it. Informant here. Let's play Wayfinder first. See if we can get a rat here. Damn, no rat. I'll play the Informant here. There's a rat. Can't attack. That should go back. Yep. Next turn we can rat. So they might attack to get rid of a Chariot, but we have three anyway, so it doesn't really matter. They found their fourth land. No. Was not playing around Basilica of Belahant. It's kind of sad. Another land. It's not working out for us here. This is going to transform. It's pretty brutal for us right now. Can't cast a spell to keep this. See if they attack with this. It's going to eat our Greasefang and a Chariot, I'm assuming. So we're just going to... block all. Just in case they have like a bunch of removal. They can eat three things. That's fine. Oh my god. We can't beat these draws with like a graveyard combo deck. The fact that they've drawn 3 in the top 15 is pretty gross. Just naturally too, with no card draw. Alright, we drew our Can't Stay Away. It's a little late though. We're just gonna pass. And hopefully they don't have removal for a cat token. I wouldn't be surprised if they had like an end of turn Fatal Push. Yep. Oof. So we're gonna block here. Go down to 2. It's pretty wild they've drawn this well. Wayfinder, let's start with Wayfinder here. And they have a lot of mana open for removal. Yeah, we just did not draw what we needed. So we'll Can't Stay Away. Stitcher Supplier. Out of curiosity. Nah, yeah, nothing. Damn. Alright, unlucky there. So for this matchup, we have 3 Abrupt Decay. We have a Sky Sovereign. and 4 Fatal Push. And we'll get rid of Grizzly Salvage and Thoughtseize. Run it like that. Yes, we'd like to be on the play. 6 lands and Abrupt Decay. All right, this is a little better. We'll keep this. We don't have any white sources, but we'll eventually draw those. Put back a land. I think we can be greedy with 2 lands here. Play this Swamp and Supplier. Hopefully we can hit the nuts here. No. Probably a Thoughtseize. Yep. So you definitely don't want to mull too hard against these black decks. They'll probably take an Abrupt Decay, I would imagine. Really didn't want to go to 5 just to try and hit a white source. They took the Abrupt Decay. That's what we expected. Play this tapped. We'll get him for 1. Definitely do need lands. They play a land and pass. We miss. I believe this isn't how the rest of the league plays out. Be pretty sad. Exile or Supplier so we don't get the death trigger. Kaya. Oof. We definitely need our lands here. No land. They didn't hit a land either. We got Stitcher Supplier. They tried pressure Kaya. Great hits, but we can't do anything with them. But we have to play this out to try and pressure Kaya. Skyclave. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you guys. This is the wrong side of variance here. There's a white source. Pitch this, and so we'll trade with this if they want. They're just gonna kill this, I guess. Oh god. We are really far behind here. So they can put a counter. We're still gonna trade. Oh, now it has first strike too. Yeesh. And Kalidas, oh my god. So we'll block here, and then we'll push Kalidas. They just have all the graveyard hate. We also have no lands on turn 8. Turn 8 we have 3 lands. Like there's no way we can win otherwise. We'll start with Wayfinder. Had a land here. We'll play that tapped. So they can eat these 2 with Kaya. And we're dead. That was a rough game 1. Variance was not on our side that game. All right, match 2. Let's hope this goes a little better. We'll keep this. It has our colors, some discard, so we'll keep this. So one good thing about Rafine's Informant is that we can pitch Parhelion on turn 2. Another looks to be a control deck. Another Parhelion. So I'll play this tap so we don't take any damage because we're going to play Blooming Marsh on turn 2 anyway. Most likely play Rafine's pitching Parhelion. That's a good draw. We also want to get a land here, which would be one reason to salvage at the end of their turn instead of Rafine's, but we can... There we go. So again, barring no Thoughtseizes, I mean, even if they Thoughtseize, we still have Can't Stay Away. So we're pretty insulated here. Hopefully they tap out. They did not. We'll attack first. I really don't want to... we could play these into their counters, but we don't have to go that fast. Like we could have Okibo'd, and if they don't counter, then we get the Parhelion trigger, but there's no way they don't have interaction, right? And we got a Can't Stay Away, so that's good. If they're not doing anything, they're just going to be taking damage. We might force a Greasefang this upcoming turn, though. Let's Savage here, looking for a land. So we could get another Okiba. That's interesting also. I think we'll get another Greasefang. We're just going to try to push through all these counters. Land would be good. Not that land. So this is going to eat a counter. That's fine. So we get him for 4. Also, by playing spells, it lets us make them counter it, so that way they can't do any other things like scrying on their turn. They're down to 13. They have to deal with this. This shocks in. Could be a shark. No, didn't shock in. If we draw a land, untapped land lets us go Can't Stay Away into Greasefang, which is game. Nice. So we'll bait with Okiba. They'll probably 3 mana counter it. Tainted Indulgence, looking for a counter spell. Looking for something. They draw 2, they discard. We're gonna shock this in because we're gonna salvage anyway. This could be a removal spell for our Greasefang. So maybe it's worth it to almost get the Chariot here. Because once we crew it... Okay, nice. So this, if you're expecting removal, you can definitely get Chariot just to get the ETB effect, because if they kill Greasefang before we crew it, we get nothing. So we're against blue-black control, another weird deck. I feel like you don't see either of these decks too much that we face. So we'll bring in the Duress, the Abrupt Decay. So because this is like Dimir Control, they don't really have any other permanents that this can hit. So we'll bring in our Hearses because they have Tainted Indulgence and stuff like that. I feel like we just bring in like a lot of aggro here, and then we'll take out Witherbloom Command, bring this in. And then Supplier is really not doing much but filling the graveyard. We'll play it like that. Oh, this hand is not good. So we're gonna mull. This hand's a lot better. We have all 3 of our colors. We have 2 Thoughtseizes. Trespasser. We'll keep this. What do we want to put back? We can't be greedy with a land, right? Wayfinder on turn 2, Trespasser on turn 3. I'd like to put back a Thoughtseize for the curve, but I'm gonna put back a Wayfinder here. I feel like Thoughtseize is really good in this matchup, especially against tapped Watergrave. Another land, so maybe we could put back a land, but then we'd never see one again. So Fatal Push we don't care about, Sinister Sabotage, and then Make Disappear. Their hand is just all lands in action. Do Make Disappear here. We can save this too until next turn before we play Trespasser. All right, now we're kind of flooding. Now it makes me wish I put back a land. So they have the push for that. Okay, cool. Can't stay away. Play this tapped. Guess we'll Thoughtseize now, because next turn we're going to play Trespasser. If they want to sabotage it, they can. Okay. We were going to end up probably taking that anyway, unless they have like a big payoff that they play this turn. Field of Ruin. Seek's Chariot. Let's start with Trespasser. I'd rather that get countered than Chariot right now. I think Make Disappear, and then we'll pass. Again, this is great too, because if they want to kill it, they have to discard a card, which is pretty gross. They might Field of Ruin something. We have a Swamp for that. Okay, that's fine. I guess that's 1 green source down, so we definitely want to get this out before they take away another green source. Okay, they're going to push it, which we knew about the push, but then they have to discard a card, so that's like card advantage for us. Shadow's Verdict, okay. So they got rid of 2 discard, or 2 removal cards. We can't stay away that also. Blooming Marsh. We're gonna play Chariot here. Just use all our mana. It's fine if they, yeah, that's fine. They can Surveil. They only have 1 card in hand. We'll play this land and pass. So now we can't stay away the Trespasser. They do have a Haul, but they need way more mana. Still 1 card in hand. Don't know what it is. Rafine's Informant, that's pretty good. We'll start with that. See if they want to counter that. Okay. Make them counter this, though. They have 1 card in hand. They have to counter this, or we get Chariot back. A Dig. So they can dig for a 3-mana counter spell. That shouldn't be too hard for them. That's a great last card for them, too. Does this resolve? It does. We're gonna crew it. I wonder what they got. They're letting all this happen. Maybe a board wipe? The good thing about board wipes is that, well, Chariot's gonna go back to our hand, so it's not even gonna be killed. They could wipe the board, but we get Chariot plus can't stay away. Nothing. Let's start with a Satyr Wayfinder here. Maybe we can mill a Parhelion. We did. Move to combat, try to get that Parhelion. If they didn't kill Greasefang last turn, I don't understand why they would, unless they drew a kill spell for turn to get rid of Greasefang now. They're gonna Deluge. I don't know what they can cast for 2 mana here to stop this board. Yeah. That was a much better showing than the first game, that's for sure. Match 3 here, another 1-lander. Not great. So we have 2 lands here, no black sources. I feel like this hand is so good though. We're on the draw here, so I'm gonna keep this and put back up our Helion. I think it's too good to throw back on the draw. We do have our land drops. This isn't a great matchup for us either. Yeah, we got the swamps. We're gonna Thought Seize turn 1. If they want to counter it, they can sack this. The curve here for them is turn 1 Wanderer, turn 2 Supreme, and then it just gets really hard from there, so that's fine. You could argue holding that, playing a land here on turn 2, and then Thought Seizing to protect that. I don't mind getting that off immediately. It just has like a 1-for-1. Shackle, guys. Okay. So if I Temple Garden tapped here. Oh, cool. Wayfinder. Our curve is working out for us here. We'd like to get a way to get Parhelion in the graveyard, or there's Chariot. So we gotta hope they don't have Spell Queller. We would love for them to tap out here. They attack for 2. Play a land, tapped. Alright, so they have a counterspell here, but we're gonna make them use it. And then we have these 2 to play around more counterspells. Wow, they didn't have a counterspell. That's surprising. They might have a rattle change, flash it in, and then... Oh no, they can't even tap that. Never mind. I'm giving them like all the benefit of the doubt here, and they just have nothing. Usually when we face this match, usually when we face this deck, they just have like perfect curve, counter spell, everything, and we just can't do anything. We get tempoed out. But if they're gonna let this happen, that's huge for us. There's the rattle chains. They just couldn't tap anything, so they could have Supreme Phantom, but they would have played it, I would have imagined. We need to get these in the yard. So right now we can cast Chariot next turn, get 2 more cats, but we can't really attack with it. They play the Eagle. Okay. Get in for 6 here. All right, I definitely don't want to shock this in. This is tough. So let's see, if we attack 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, let's do this. We're going to, if we can't stay away, Informant, it comes in, we pitch Parhelion and then attack for lethal. Pitch Parhelion. Move to combat. Get Parhelion back. Crew right here. Attack for lethal. That's a good line, huh? Can't stay away is so good. It just allows us to kind of get under all this stuff. Awesome. So we are up against Spirits. We definitely want to play the creature removal game with these 4. And then these 4. We could bring in Duress, but most of their spells are creatures, even though they do have some like annoying spells to get rid of, but Thought Seize should be good enough for that. We want to get rid of Supplier because it can't block. Wither Bloom Command. They're not going to be bringing in any permanents. It's mostly just creatures, so we can take out these. Let's bring in this, and then we need... And then that's just like a clean sweep right there. Actually, we'll keep in 3 Wither Bloom, because they can also bring in like Grafdigger's Cage. So another hand without our 3rd color source, but again, we're on the draw here, and we only have 1 green card, so I think we can keep this. I don't know, you guys let me know if I'm being too greedy about this, but we have all our good cards here. And we're pretty likely to draw into a green source at like some point when it becomes relevant. Opponent went to 6. They kept 6. Probably Mausoleum again. Oh no. There's our green source. And play this and pass. So I like to play the fast lands. We could play this tapped. Actually, that's probably smarter just to save life. I like to play these also just so they don't get stuck in our hand, and then we have to play them when they come in they come in tapped. But for that turn, most likely you should have played this tapped. So I play Sailor, get in for Sailor. They don't play anything. They probably have Rattle Chains. Relentless or Selfless Spirit. Okay. If they're playing that, I don't think that they have any Graveyard Hate. They might have played it, or they could just be waiting, which is also totally fair. So we'll play this out and pass, and then if they tap out, we get to Greasefang for the win. But they'll probably play land and hold up like Queller. or play their graveyard hate right now and eat Parhelion. So they shock that in. That's what it's looking like. They only attack with that, not both. Okay. So we're gonna play Greasefang, but we're not gonna be able to crew it. So we can Witherbloom command. Let's get rid of this. They don't have any blue mana to counter that. They're just looking to tap Greasefang before Parhelion gets in, so we can't crew it. So let's Witherbloom command. We'll mill and minus on this. Mill minus. They'll probably tap this in response. Unfortunately, we can't do both. But if they're making this play, they're kind of showing that they don't have counter spells or they're weak to something. There you go. So this gets rid of their card draw, and we get a land back. We'll pass here. So they don't have Spell Queller, unless they didn't have Spell Queller last turn, and they would have just held with this mana to eat Greasefang, a potential Greasefang. It's good they're tapping. Ugh. They drew the rest in peace. That's unfortunate. That was a great top deck for them. Abrupt Decay, okay. A little late. Play this tapped. We'll get in. Is it worth it to play this? I think. So we'll be swinging for 7. This is 4. Well, we will win the race. Let's just play this now. Put them on a 2-turn clock here if they want to keep attacking. And we can always Abrupt Decay their creatures. We don't always have to. They do have this. Okay, well. Damn. That's annoying. Now play looks a little worse. Especially these can't stay away. Look terrible with this Rest in Peace here. Informant. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just get rid of that now, and then we can Informant. Pitching a can't stay away most likely. So I'll play Informant here. Sky Sovereign. I guess we'll pitch that. Get in. Save this for blocking. Hopefully they don't have another Skyclave. We actually could have kept this and then just cast it next turn. That's another consideration. Maybe that's better. Because when it comes in, it can kill. Yeah, we probably should have kept that. I got into the mindset of always just pitching my my big artifacts, but we could just hard cast that and not think too hard about it. So if we lose because of that, that's fine. Like that makes, I accept that fate. They could also have a counter. Okay, another Relentless Spirit. Yeah, so if we cast that, we go to kill something, they sack it. They sack that, they get in. We're still dead in the air. Yeah, we're just dead. Even if we have the boat, they can just sack one, save it, and then just hit us for lethal in the air, so. That Rest in Peace was very timely. Alright, so same setup. I like all this. Fatal Pushes. Do we want Duresses? Like, they're mostly creatures, but if we can duress their important stuff, or their hate, then I think we should be good. We also didn't see any pushes. We didn't see any sideboard cards. Like, I mean, I guess other than Sky Sovereign, but man, these one-landers, this is insane. Every game we've had at least like 1 to 2 one-landers with these matches. All right, we'll keep this. Put back Witherbloom. It stinks that we're getting pretty unlucky with these one-landers. We also want like hand disruption turn 1 to get like a Rest in Peace or something out of their hand. So play Wanderer maybe? Oh, that's going to be another Flash Sailor. Okiba's not bad. So play Wayfinder here. Hopefully we can mill something, they tap out, and then we can Greasefang it, but the chances of that happening are pretty low against this. Still nothing. We'll take Takenuma. Pass. We're getting him for 1. See if they have like Rest in Peace here or not. Yep. We do have Abrupt Decay for that. Another Greasefang. Trying to think if we want to we'll just like hold up the Abrupt Decay till end of their turn. I don't think they have a way of like returning this to our hand. We just gotta hope they don't have another form of Graveyard Hate. So they get him for 1 again. Play a land. Watcher of the Spheres. Okay. So eat their Rest in Peace. Hopefully we can pop off here. No. Alright, let's Informant here. True Thoughtseize. Can definitely Let's see if we can hit something here. They can't counter it. Phantom, Apparition. I think we have to take Supreme. Apparition's whatever. Supreme is just gonna pump all their stuff. But we know they don't have a counter at least, so we can like kind of go ham here. It hit us for at least 3. Probably Fountain tapped, or they shocked that in. So they had to have drawn something to shock that in. Oh, and they cost 1 less too. That'll change. So they just have Apparition in hand that they can cast whenever they want. That's tough because now this makes this difficult. It's not drawing what we need. So they have Flash Apparition whenever they want. They can start drawing cards. We could have just gave them Supreme and took Rattle Chains. Maybe that was better because they only have 1 Spirit to pump. We're just dying anyway because we're not drawing anything. So in practice, we didn't draw like this terribly. But of course, once we're in like leagues, can't stay away. 1, 2, 3. We're just dead. We'll play this out, but they can just flash in Apparition and we're dead. Attack with 1 because they can flash in, kill this. We chump that and live at 1. We're not winning this though. They flash that in, eat that. Yeah, no. Damn. We won the first game, but then just drew like shit the next 2. On to the next. All right, match 4. Could not seem to keep a 7 land card. We never found any lands here, so we're gonna mull. This hand's a little better. We have our colors, so we'll keep this. And put back Informant here. We don't have anything to put in the graveyard, and Sit Away Finder kind of does that better. It's crazy that we just can't keep a 7. Lava Glide. That's a good draw. So we'll start with the Supplier here. Hopefully mill over something good. Nothing. So because we have nothing in hand, so this is Phoenix. Because we have nothing in hand, we're going to play Wayfinder here. If we had something to throw away, we'd Rafina, but looking for some good hits here. Not terrible. It's weird they haven't played anything on the first 2 turns. I'm glad we made a land drop though. Now we found a land to make the land drop next. You have to play something here, right? Pieces, okay. They put a Phoenix in the yard. Another Wayfinder. Play this. I guess we're gonna play another Wayfinder. There's Greasefang. So next turn we can pop off here. We can't stay away, Greasefang into Parhelion, and then just win from there. So if they tap out for like Thing in the Ice or something. There you go. So they do have a removal spell, which is annoying. I mean, we're gonna make them use it, so because the next turn we can flashback, can't stay away, and try to go back again. So we'll get Greasefang back. So let's get Greasefang back. They're probably gonna like Lava Axe or something here. Yep. And it's exiled, which kind of sucks. Play this untapped, and we'll play another State of Wayfinder. 2 Greasefangs, sweet. We need to find an untapped source. That was the only downside of playing this. Now we have 2 fast lands that come to play tapped. Also, if they bounce I mean, they're probably going to get a Phoenix back, it looks like. If they bounce this, all these come back, we can get the ETBs and then start chump blocking, but we'll see. We need an untapped source, that would be huge. And then to tap out, oh gosh, Treasure Cruise, okay. They're going to play a land. So they're still holding up removal here. It's so annoying. Let's Rafines here. We know they have removal, and they can flip this whenever. Godless Shrine. We'll attack. And play this tapped, and I guess we'll play this too. Just to get more stuff in the graveyard. We'll mill and drain here. Just use our mana, and this will probably flip and throw all this stuff back. There's no point in getting Greasefang back just to have it either flipped or get a pathway. To get either flipped or just bounce back. They have 7 cards in hand, all the lands. We just have nothing here. Alright, so there's the flip. Hopefully they don't put too many, they put another Phoenix in the bin. Yeah, it's not looking good here. Especially because they could just hold up removal for our Greasefang and then we just lose. We need like a Thoughtseize or something. A Galvanic to consider. So we're gonna be getting hit for 13 this turn. And they have this, yeah, we're not winning. We'll flash back a, there's a Thoughtseize actually. But we still can't win because we have to, Kenstay wastes 5 mana. We have 6, 1 for Thoughtseize, go to 5. So we could play Stitcher Supplier, chump here, can't stay away, try to get Greasefang, it dies to whatever this is. I think we have to Thoughtseize first. They probably have like way more forms of removal anyway. Yeah, their hand's insane. I mean, we'll take Impulse here. Yeah, we just can't win. Damn. So against Izzet Phoenix, we're going to ditch these 3 suppliers and 4 Witherbloom. So we actually drew a lot of this in the first game, which wasn't very good. We'll bring in 2 Trespassers, 2 Hearse, and 3 Abrupt Decay. Yes, we'd like to be on the play. We can keep this hand. It's not like amazing, but we finally get to keep 7. And we have Thoughtseize into Salvage into Raffine's. But I'll get Mulligan to 6. So a Thoughtseize. Pretty solid hand for them. So it's between Fiery and Pieces. Probably taking Pieces here. We have Abrupt Decay for the Thing in the Ice. Play Temple Garden. We'll just do this now while they're tapped out. I don't know if it makes much of a difference. Oof, okay. We got a lot of good things in the graveyard, but also not. Spire Bluff, okay, so this is their hand. So they're just gonna hold up Impulse, which is fine. We'll play Raffine's here. I'm not looking to get it big, we're just looking to kind of cycle through. Another Parhelion. I mean, I guess we'll put that in the graveyard also. Play this tapped and pass. So they can kill this whenever. Alright, so they drew the Consider for turn. They drew what they found. It was probably a Steam Vents looking for lands here. We'll kill this now, get in for 3. If they want to kill this, that's fine. Probably not going to. Oh, they're going to. Oh, no, they're not. Play another Informant. Informant not looking too hot here just because we're not, like, cycling through anything. Okay, we'll keep the Abrupt Decay. We have 1 card in hand. They have 4. Down to 3. So if Impulse, Arclight. So they missed a land drop. It's good for us. They're going to have to waste removal on one of these eventually. On this one. Iteration. And to kill both. I mean, I don't really care. That's kind of fine. We just need to hit something in the graveyard for green, green, black, black. Like that. So all I have is a Phoenix in hand. I mean, that we know about. They drew their land. Tapped. They're playing really safe. Which I guess they don't need to do too much. We're drawing like garbage. We're not under any pressure, but we'd like to get a Greasefang or something. Treasure Cruise. I mean, there's a reason why this is like the best deck in the format. Alongside like red, black, and mono green. And they still have this 1 removal up. This league has been pretty shitty, huh? Like we're just not drawing anything. We probably can't stay away next turn just to use our mana. Fucking A. Yeah, this is sad. There's like nothing we can do about this. We're not playing like it's just like unlucky. We're not doing anything like weird or incorrect, I think. There's a Thoughtseize. I'll shock that into Thoughtseize. We could wait a turn, but another Treasure Cruise. Oh my god, their hand is stacked. 2 removal. We'll take the Treasure Cruise just because they're not doing anything else otherwise. But yeah, their hand's insane. They can just Lightning Axe pitching a, yeah. So if they get the, I mean, they can even just start attacking with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If they draw a land, they can activate that. We'll Abrupt Decay that. Next turn, just hard casting Phoenix. Okay. So we know they have a Lava Axe in hand. We're not going to win this race, though. Pieces, yeah. We get a Ledger Shredder? Or no, they don't. What they put? Oh, they put no cards. They didn't find anything. I'll take one more draw step. Salvage, okay. I fit like absolutely nothing. This is wild. We'll Crow, they'll kill the Chariot, pitching something. Aurora. So we're just gonna lose it like Phoenix Beats. Galvanic Iteration. What they draw? Oh my god. Yeah, we're not. They're drawing like insane. These top decks are just like godly. And we're just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we just flooded hard and drew nothing. Jesus, man. So next turn we could have got Greasefang into Parhelion finally, but yeah, that matchup felt impossible. But we also drew like shit and they drew really well. All right, last round, hoping for a good game. Hoping. We'll try this. We have our colors here. We have hand disruption. Some recursion here. All right, so we're gonna lead up on a Thoughtseize. Another Bant Spirits. Oof. So we can take Spectral Sailor, so they don't have anything to do on turn 1. And then Supreme for turn 2. Or we can hit their top end. Let's take Coco here. We have Witherbloom to kill their Spectral. Okay, Pathway and Pass. We have Parhelion. Thoughtseize again. Probably taking Supreme here. Play this tapped. They'll flash out Sailor. Play out Shackle, yep. So we know they have Spellcrawler and some lands in hand. Okiba. That's a good one. Let's mill, kill. I'd love to get a land back here. Yes. That's huge. And we have a Chariot in the graveyard. That's really awesome. Fortunately, they're going to play a White Source here and have Spellcrawler mana up. Yeah. Let's... So because we know they have Spellcrawler, we'll just do this again. See if they want to Spellcrawler that. I really want them to. Yes. Spellcrawler it. Yes. Hopefully they don't have 2 Spellcrawlers. And the Shacklegeist. 1 mana, open. Hopefully this resolves. We can get a Parhelion, or we can get a Seekers. We're gonna be getting hit in the air for 6. Which I don't think we can race. It's like a tough matchup too, and we've had to play this twice. We have 10 power in play. Play that tapped. Get in for everything. Yeah, we pretty much just lose next turn. Unless we draw something to pitch. That's something. So we really need to hit like something insane. Man. Drawing it for 10 and then they kill us. Jesus, dude. Yeah, we're just... This league sucks. I don't know, we're just not like hitting anything. Abrupt Decay. Fatal Push. Take out Stitcher Supplier. Witherbloom. Run it back like... Oh wait, we want this. Ah shoot, we wanted Boat too. Another 1-lander. The hand's like amazing though. I'm gonna keep it. We should throw it back. We don't have a green source and we only have 1 land, but the league's already like shit as it is, so if we can hit a like some running lands. His hand's insane. So with Thoughtseize here, Coco and Lofty. Just take Coco. Lofty's gonna be annoying for like a spell, but we have Can't Stay Away and everything else. So we have some time to hopefully hit our lands. They drew Mausoleum. It's gonna push us now. So obviously we knew we'd been greedy with keeping a one-lander. I'm gonna play Shacklegeist. Yeah. So we know there's Lofty Dial and Otawara. Abrupt Decay. Push this too. I mean, at least we're keeping the board clear with our one-lander. They drew a land. We miss again. They drew another land. They're drawing lands and we're doing nothing. They greed. They just keep drawing lands. I guess it's like working out this way, like reverse. Damn. We can put this in the graveyard at least. Not the land. I'm glad we took Coco. They didn't have a green source either. There's a land. Can play Raffine's here. Try to dig for another land. There you go. A Wayfinder in there. Now we're getting some gas here. So they have Lofty up. Skyclave, eat that, that's fine. So we're gonna Okiba here, and then they're gonna Lofty. That's fine. And we know they have Otawara. Shackle, okay. Not the worst. Let's see how many more counter spells they have. Should we, let's just play the one from our hand. Another counter spell? Okay. So we're gonna get hit for 4 again. I guess they were just drawing like lands and counters. Chariot here. We'll lead off on Satyr Wayfinder, see if we can hit a land and put something good in the graveyard. Try to Can't Stay Away. Another counter. Okay. So we know they have Otawara, but we still get the trigger. So if they were gonna do this, they should have bounced something now. So they might bounce this so it doesn't get to attack. No, okay. Maybe they bounce it. No, okay. I guess they're not bouncing it. I don't know if they're saving Otawara for Parhelion, maybe? I'll pass. So they still have no green mana. So we're assuming that they have green spells in hand. Oh, that's gonna get Greasefang, okay. Supreme Phantom. For 6 here? 3, okay. So I guess we're gonna kill this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Guess we'll get in. They're not gonna block. We thought these would go down to 7. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's repass. Oh, that's true. I guess we have to kill this and take 6. I'm assuming they have a counter in hand if they're attacking like this, maybe? Assuming that they would counter a kill spell. So they're not dead on board yet. Oh my god, these draws. These draws are just fucking terrible. We have 7 and they're at 8. We attack like this. They need a lord. Can put them down to 2. And just hope. What do they have? Oh yeah, Otawara, we need that. When they tap, they need another creature. to tap. Yeah, we knew they had Otawara, so maybe we shouldn't have attacked with everything. Tap, tap, that. No, I don't think, no, that's still fine. If they tap this, tap here, attack with this, we jump. I think we're fine. Yeah, wow, we lived. They have to block all of these. Is there a way we can win here? I don't think we should crew this. If we crew this, we tap 2 cats. We attack other 2. They block this here. Or no, they block here, here, and then they just swing in for lethal. Yeah, we can't. Maybe we can hit something good here. No. We attack 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, put them to 1. This, if we attack with this, we put them to 1, but that's not going to do anything. So they have to block everything. Nice. I thought they had us there. That was close. Okay, so we definitely need Sky Sovereign. Take another Wither Bloom for Sky Sovereign, and we'll run it back. That was pretty gross. God damn it, another Woodlander. We can't keep this one though. God, it's insane. We don't have any white, but it's gonna throw our Fiends back. We don't have white. We have early disruption. Our hands have just been like fucking trash this league. I'm just gonna keep saying it every chance I get. If they want to counter this, they can. No, they don't want to. Okay. The hand's pretty garbage. Take Mausoleum Wanderer. Because we have Abrupt Decay for Eagle. Surprised I kept this. First they draw the Shackle. Play some pass. If I play the Eagle, we'll Abrupt Decay it. I have a Hallowed Fountain and a random card in hand. Man, these hands. Got Salvage here. We don't have a white source either. Fuck. Do we take Okiba and hope to get a white source later? This is bad. We're going to take 4 free damage here. Okay. Well, we're probably dead. Just getting beat down with all this shit. 2 turn clock, 3 turn clock. I just want to like Parhelion once. God, alright. Alright, so Abzan Greasefang. So this league didn't go as we planned. As you guys saw, the mulligans were pretty rough, the draws were kind of crappy, and I went to keep this video just to show that like we don't always 4-1, 5-0, stuff like that. Sometimes you get these shitty leagues where you go 1-4, like it's Magic, stuff happens. The deck didn't perform to its like fullest capability there, but it's definitely a strong deck. We're definitely going to try it again in future leagues. We just ran really poorly there, I think. The matchups we saw, I think, aren't the greatest for the deck. The Bant Spirits, they can just kind of out-tempo us, and then Phoenix just has so much removal, which again is why it's one of the better decks in the format. I do like these Abzan colors. You could always try the other versions like Mardu, but I think this is like a strong base with Chariot and Parhelion. Again, we weren't really able to find the sweet spot with Greasefang getting into Chariot and Parhelion on curve or anything like that, just through all the disruption or poor draws or mulligans or stuff like that. We will be trying out other Pioneer decks. Hopefully those leagues go better than this one, which I don't think will be too hard. So yeah, let me know in the comments below if you want to see like a certain deck. We're going to be playing a bunch of Pioneer decks in the distant future. So thanks for watching. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. Peace.